Alright, so what we're gonna do today. What, did I wake you up? Go back to bed. Woke up my doggy. I tried to not wake up my dog, but I did. See? She's in the So, this is the first time she's willingly sat on my lap while I'm doing a video. Shocking for me. Oh, there she goes. But today, I don't know if I've worn this jacket before, but if it's not obvious, what I'm going to be talking about today is the FFA, which the emblem is on my uh, top left of my jacket, which is obviously visible. I want to talk about what each of it means, basically. And FYI, if you see flashing behind me, or my glasses, or my glare, that's because I'm watching TV at the same time. So if they do something on TV, it's gonna flash back here. She's looking at me like I'm crazy. I love you. Oh, Munchkin. She's my little bed bug. Alright, so, I don't have an emblem bigger than what this is. I'll probably post each part of the emblem, and then as I go, I'll probably put some audio in of me explaining what the emblem is, and then explain in detail what I'm talking about or what it stands for. Actually, scratch that. I'm not gonna do that. I don't have it all memorized, actually. Sadly, even though I'm an FFA officer for my chapter, I don't have each part memorized. But I will talk about the FFA and what it can do for you. Like, the open doors it gives you, actually. So I'll talk about that. I know one of my last videos, when I did my lawn work, when I was working at my grandma's, and I showed you guys how I mowed, like how I do it. Then I showed you my LA 135 John Deere. So I know I was going to talk about the scouting, what it's done for me, and then FFA. This is just an FFA version of it. I haven't posted in the past few months. A lot has happened. A lot has changed for me, actually. One of the things that has changed is that my mom's sister, her only sister, was battling breast cancer for 12 years. And take this, I'm 16. So about when I was 3 or 4, maybe 5, so between 3 and 5, she had cancer. And it got to her eventually. So after 12 years of battling with chemo and treatments, it got to her. We knew it was coming. So we lost her on August 30th. No, September 30th. No. Yeah, September. Because I lost my grandma October 27th, which was when I was in an FFA convention. So I lost my grandma and my aunt. My grandma I was very close to her. She was my best friend. And Daisy, can you move your head? Thank you. Just lay down. Lay down. So losing my grandma hurt really badly for me because I lost my best friend. And right now it hurts. It still does. It's been over a month. It's been a little over a month since she's passed. And it still hurts me today. Always will. And that's not a snap. And Daisy is pushing me off my lap. Alright, so let's swing right into it. Or we'll just do line dance into it. Isn't that right, Pooh Bear? We're all munchkin. Um, so let's get into it. At first, you gotta figure out what ag classes your school offers. So for Sterling High School in Illinois, we offer basically a variety of classes. So this year we offer um, environmental ag science, um, agronomy, vet science, and intro to agriculture. So those are the four classes you can take at our school for this year. Last year we had different classes. We had environmental earth science, which is a little bit different from ag science, but it's the same thing basically, same principles, just an agricultural twist onto it. So I'm taking that at environmental ag science. It's a repeat basically of last year, so it benefits me a lot more. Um, and then I do not take any other three classes because I have no interest in those classes. The intro class I took last year, that was like a base study of agriculture and FFA. And that is one of the classes, those four classes will get you enrolled to the FFA. If you have any questions about the FFA, feel free to email me. I will put my email at the end of this video. And then after that, if you feel like there's any more for the content, dog butt. If you feel like you want to learn more, like I said, just email me. I'll put my email at the end, and then you can contact me. And I'll tell you about the FFA. I'll tell you some things I might have to clarify even more that I might not have time for today. But what you can do in the FFA is what's up to your chapter. Your high school has to have FFA or ag classes to be a member in the FFA. So ask your ag teacher. If you have one, ask them if you can be enrolled to the FFA. Because if you are, it's a great opportunity to meet new people, yes, but get a taste for the careers within agriculture. Farmers are just like cowboys. Not the Dallas Cowboys, because Dallas Cowboys suck. Cowboys are a dying breed also. There's not many left of them. So that's why we gotta help preserve them. So with the FFA, we partner up with local farmers nationwide in the United States. It might be somewhere else in another country. Maybe. I don't know that question or that answer. But what I do know is that 2% of all the United States 2% of all the world's population are farmers. So that's 2%, you got 98 left. That's your city slickers. That's your city folks, your business people. Your city farmers, let's call them that. They grow money. Well, farmers do too. But we feed you at the same time. And without farmers, I don't think you'll be a happy person. Because if you're like me and you like to eat, you want your food. My computer keeps falling asleep. Even though I love my slideshow, when it falls asleep, I gotta see what I'm doing at the same time. So, let's talk about, first off, son of a bitch. I just logged out of my web browser. First off, the FFA will teach you new things that you might not know. So if you love dairy, take the dairy CDE or career development event. And what you do, you take about five, it actually takes 6 tests total. With um when I went with my chapter not too long ago, about a week or two ago, I actually don't remember. Um, we did it first. We had 45 minutes to do a group equation. We actually had 3 equations to do. We just guessed and we missed one out of 3, so that's pretty good, amazing. Next, we were split off into groups, so like 1, 2, and 3. My chapter had 3 people that went, so it was 1, 2, 3. So the advisor or the ag teacher who is hosting the event will say numbers. Oh, excuse me. We'll say numbers 1 and 6, and if you're in 1 or 6, you'll go do this one part of the event. So what we did was identify cheese, real versus artificial, the California molasses test or mastitis test, um, milk samples, and believe it or not, the milk had bleach in it, and then it was actually just a little bit of bleach. It was a detectable trace, but it wasn't enough to kill somebody. You swish that around your mouth like you do with mouthwash, but you don't swallow. Yes, that's a dirty joke at the same time, but still, don't swallow. Take it from the dog. Isn't that right? She's trying to fall asleep. But don't drink it because it could affect you in some way. And those 4 by themselves, they're really fun. I did it last year. Oh, gosh. Had a blast. Man, I think this milk's getting to me. I forgot warm milk makes me fall asleep. Well, milk in general puts me to sleep. So the FFA can offer you the FFA has 24 different CDEs. Yet again, career development event. So each one gives you a taste of that job or career, I should say. Because in agriculture, it's not just a job, it's a career. A job is something that you don't really like to do, but do it for money. A career is a job that you love, not only for the money, but because you love it. So a career is what you want. A career is what I'm going into as a farmer. I'm not a farmer right now. I work for a farmer. So technically, right now, I'm just a farmhand. So, son of a gun. There we go. Lost track. I'm watching TV and I lost track. Yeah. So, it gives you a taste of that. But, oh, smokes. Take it easy. But, so, let's put it this way. A farmer who grows crop on about, let's say, 350 acres get about 60 bushels an acre. It's hypothetically not possible, I don't think. 60 bushels for 1 acre. Maybe. I don't know. I have to look that up too. But let's say they get 60 bushels per acre. I gotta get my calculator out. I can't do that in my head. So that's 60 bushels. 60 times, what did I say, 350? Yeah. So 350 acres. That's 21,000 bushels right there. Now, you gotta take into account that they have to pay land rent, or land tax, I should say. So that takes out. Well, first off, we gotta figure out the price of what they're gonna get for that. So let's say a bushel is going for, let's say, 295 times at 21,000. So that's $61,950 right there for that field. Now, what we're gonna do is take out tax. Let's say it's taxes $1.50 per acre. Ah, shit. 6195. Crap. 61950. All right. So let's take that divided by 150. That's 41,300 left. That's just for the acreage. Oh crap! I didn't do that right. Wait, 1.50 times 350 equals minus 6195. Okay, oh crap. So around 61,525 was what. I'm not doing this right, but who cares? Well, you guys probably do, but I don't. Not right now, obviously. Um, so then we're gonna do that, and then you gotta pay transport. Let's say that's 3 grand. So that, oh crap, wrong direction. Oh well, scratch that. Let's say you start off with about 65, you end out with about maybe like 54 with all that taxes and payments you're doing. Um, texting my baby boo. Well, it's actually his friend who's in the hospital for cancer and stomach stuff. So been in there for over a year now. So my boyfriend goes and stays with him, take care of him. So I message him, which is how I talk to my boyfriend. But besides the point, um, actually that's actually a good point right there. My boyfriend's name is Jake. He has a friend named Ethan and his friend Wild, who's in the hospital. So Ethan and Jake work with Wild's dad on a farm. Jake's dad helps on the farm too. So it's them four on the farm. It's basically it's a ranch and a farm at the same time. They do cattle. Actually, they do beef cattle and hogs and horses and then crops. So they do all that, and then they have too many cows actually. So if you don't take care of your farm fence or a tree falls onto it, your cattle will get out. It takes one to get them all out. So you gotta pay attention there. But with the FFA, we can help you do that. We'll help you raise money. Um, but we don't do that all the time actually, because if we did that, we wouldn't have much money in the organization by itself. So, what we can do with the FFA is we, if you wanted us to, have us come out and help you, because I know that's what one of the farmers out where I live did with me. He didn't contact the other officers or anybody. He contacted me because I worked for him, obviously. So that's how we can do it. But like I said, 24 CDEs. They're not too long ago in October. There was the National FFA convention where over 60,000 FFA members came together for about a week. So it was we had keynote speakers. We had Layla Ali, Muhammad Ali's daughter, come and speak to us. We also had let me take a look. Matt something. Oh, best. No, I didn't. Yeah, we had Layla Ali, and then Mike Ebeling come speak to us. So those were really good keynote speakers. I had a lot of fun with it. I really enjoyed it. There was over maybe over 50 to 100 companies there to show their product or represent their company. There was a lot of colleges also that, like agriculture colleges, that came out to talk to us. Um, well, not talk, I guess. They had a booth. It was in what was called the Career Expo, which is where the colleges and businesses were. And I didn't talk to any colleges because I'm not going to college. I don't plan on it. College isn't for everybody, but for those who want to further in agricultural. So, and then there's the mega store. It's mega. The space of the room could fit my Walmart in there. It could fit my wall clipper in there. That's how big it was. I'm like, oh, mama, I got lost. Um, there was, oh golly, they had cowboy hats. So obviously I bought one because my grandfather had one. Never left the house without it. No matter where we went, he had his cowboy hat, and I wanted that too. I wanted to have something my grandpa back, so I bought one. $30 right out there. I wanted a black one because it was coming to winter. Cowboys wear black hats for winter. $80. Holy smokes! I ain't got that much money, so I just got the 30. That's the cheapest I was gonna get, and then I was gonna get cowboy boots too. 150. Screw that! I ain't got that much money, so I just got the hat. I was gonna buy some other stuff, but I didn't know how much money I had left because I didn't keep track. And then they had belt buckles. I had a big old one about that big. I'm like, oh, damn, I don't got a belt that big. So, it's FFA is really fun. You never understand it until you try it. Until then, don't make assumptions about farmers or about the FFA. So, right now, so I'm going to leave it on right there. Next time, I'll talk more about CDEs and I'll go in depth of what my experience is with them. So for now, keep them farmers rolling, keep the diesel trucks moving. Son of a biscuits. Now what I'm about to do? Oh, that's what I click off the screen and I go to my folder, open that up when I'm doing this. Moves me. So like I said, keep the farmers busy, keep the diesel trucks rolling.